While I was bartending, a customer asked me, "Is the floor you're standing on padded because you may need to duck?" I looked down to make sure and saw the rubber mat and nodded yes. This was one of my regular customers that I had been serving for months. He said, "Good, because I like you and I don't want to see you get hurt." I responded, "I'm not sure I follow you." He said, "There are some guys that are looking for me. Let's just say they want to cause me bodily harm." I quickly asked, "Should I call the police?" He laughed and said, "Nah, that won't help. It's something much worse coming after me and no cops would dare get in the way. I hate cops anyway." He took out a single bullet, twirled it in between his fingers and said, "Luckily, I've got protection. See that bald guy standing over there?" He pointed to a large bald man standing by the front door. "And that guy with the beard over there?" I saw a bearded man by the jukebox. "They're both carrying, and they're ready for what's about to walk through that door." I waited for him to continue. Then he leaned over and whispered, "You ever hear of the Wicked Saints Motorcycle Club?" I hadn't. They've become the biggest substance dealers on the West Coast. They're responsible for selling thousands of pounds of pills, vials, you name it. They're mainly run by ex-Russian prison gang members that serve time up at Folsom Prison. These guys are the nastiest bastards I've ever seen. I had to ask, "How did you come into contact with them?" "I'm a specialist. I work in forgery. I've been doing it my entire life. I can forge any document ever made and pull it off perfectly. I've done some work for the Wicked Saints, that's how they know me. The problem is I've also done some work for their sworn enemy, the Razzlers Motorcycle Gang. They're a bunch of sick goons out of Texas that use chainsaws to get their message across. I usually get paid to create forged documents so they can get out of prison early. Sometimes it works, other times it don't. Last week, I helped get one of the Razzlers out, and he went and took out the friggin' leader of the Wicked Saints. All because of me. I helped spring the guy, and then he went and did that. So, of course, the Wicked Saints are blaming me. Even after I told them 1,000 times, I'm a freelancer. I don't choose sides, I just work for a price. But this time, they don't care. They're eliminating anyone involved with the death of their president. So buckle up, kiddo. This bar's about to turn into one hell of a shitstorm. I was terrified and had no idea what to do. Do I tell my manager? Do I call the cops anyway? What about all of these innocent customers that are just chatting with friends or are on dates? I can't let them get shot. I needed to do something. Then I said, I'm gonna have to notify the policeman. I pulled out my cell phone and started dialing 911. Then he put his hand in his pocket and gripped onto something. He pointed a long gun barrel-shaped object at me through his jacket pocket. I couldn't verify what type of gun it was. He spoke in a vicious tone that I had never heard before and said, "You better put that phone down or I'll take you out first. I can't have the cops bringing me in again. I'll never go back there. Ever again. You hear me?" I put the phone down and said, Okay, take it easy. It's just that I don't want any of my friends, coworkers, or any of these other customers to get hurt. Or you, man. I don't want to see you get hurt." He looked at me, softened, and said, "That's one of the kindest things anyone's ever said to me. That's why I like you, kiddo. But you need to let this unfold how it's supposed to. And if I go down in a blaze of fiery bullets and glory, so be it. At least then everyone will remember my name and know that I'm not just some bookworm forging number nerd. I'm a real man. I even took a few ninja classes. I couldn't stand it anymore. I was terrified, reeling in paranoia, sweating with my stomach in knots. I kept staring at the front door, waiting for gunshots to go off. I had to at least tell my manager what was going on, so I pretended to need some clean glasses and headed to the back office